here on EA Sports. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. So the Tampa Bay offense set to work for the first time in this one. Leading this offense, their veteran quarterback.
They find themselves coming off a win last week that came right down to the end, and the best teams in the NFL, Mike, they can win close games and they can win different style games. You're not going to blow people out consistently in the NFL. The league is just too good and has too much parity. But the teams that are the best in one-score games, they're often the ones finding themselves in the best position come playoff time.
And he'll be taken down all the way up past the 45. You only get a 1-yard buffer from the line of scrimmage for these old linemen. That time he strayed a little too far, and it draws the flag. They'll begin here on the ground. And he'll be brought down up past the 35-yard line.
We met with these coaches during the week, Mike. They told us the emphasis this week about getting the run game going early, and we see it here. Nice first play pickup, fresh set of downs.
Tight end motioning left. Right back to him on first down. He'll work his way ahead for a gain of about 4. Here's a 2nd and 6. Here's a first carry for their running back. The defense stringing him out. No gain, back to the original line of scrimmage. Here now, 3rd and 5. He'll look to throw. He's got the open man. That's McConkey. 13 yards on the catch there. It's a first down for Tampa Bay.
And this is what you can do when you have one of the best receivers in the game. You understand that even if the coverage is not perfect for the play call, sometimes it's just as simple as my guy is better than your guy, and we're going to just keep giving him a chance.
He'll drop to throw. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down. Quick throw here is complete. And they'll take this down inside the 35. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Tight end, the motion man to the right. Here's a run going left. And he's fighting to try to get back to the line of scrimmage, but will not do it. This is going to be a loss of a yard. Lost 1 on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. They'll send him over to the left. Back to throw. Looking middle, and he'll get it complete to McConkey. 9th play of this opening drive, trying to keep it going here on 3rd down. Out of the gun, he'll throw. That is caught. What a throw. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Touchdown number 15 for him on the season. No problem there on the extra point, and the Buccaneers will take a 7-0 lead. The kickoff team is out on the field. And we're back to it as the kick's away. From the 6, here comes a return. And their drive will begin at the 30-yard line. The Tennessee offense taking the field for the first time. Leading this offense, their veteran quarterback.
And he's coming off a game where he's pretty much held in check for the majority of the contest. He had a couple nice throws here and there, and I think that's what gives this team hope that he is the quarterback for the future, Mike, because when he's on, it looks like big boy football. The problem is they just don't see it enough. He didn't get into any sort of established rhythm, never found the end zone, and of course he had the 1 interception. I think today, get him off to a good start. Get an idea of what the defense is looking to do to counter you, and find some easy layups to get this quarterback going. I think last week they weren't able to do it. If they don't...
And they will continue to go backwards. He's taken down for a sack.
Sacks are drive killers. There is no greater correlation between a defense getting off the field and the ability to rush the quarterback. And when they come on third down, that number just goes up.
But he cannot get away. Great job down there to hold him to a short return. The Bucs offense and their running back getting ready to go back to work. And we show you the NFL leaders in rushing touchdowns. As you can see, he's right up there among the best in the league. The drive will start on the ground. They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. Throwing now from the gun. He's got his man on the in route. Yes, take it in over the middle. Pickup of 11 yards on that one. Good for a Buccaneers 1st down. Lone back in the backfield. He'll get the carry here. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play.
The 3-4 defense, Mike, is predicated on the big man over the center, the nose tackle. He's big, he's strong, he takes up the entire middle of the defense, and that's exactly what we just saw on that play. He makes the stop for no gain.
And he'll be very close to a 1st down. Won't quite have enough, but now a much more advantageous spot. They don't need much. It is 3rd and inches. On play action, he'll set up. Oh, that's the one thing they couldn't have there, the sack that might take them out of field goal range.
The best thing they did here, Mike, is keep their rush lane integrity. What that means is you have to rush the quarterback as a unit. Keep him in the pocket. Keep him on that X. And when you do, man, he becomes a sitting duck for this pass rush.
Kicking time for the Bucs. They'll punt it away, as they'll say no to the long field goal and hope to pin them deep. And no return forthcoming. It's a touchback and will come out to the 20-yard line. They'll come up here 1st and 10. Up the middle they go. And he'll get 4 here, up to the 24-yard line. Here's 2nd and 6.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
They'll stick with him again. He'll take this forward, maybe 2-3 yards, but doesn't matter. We have a flag down, and they're already marching backward. Following the penalty, they'll run it. And a nice run there as he surges forward, a gain of 8, and sets up 3rd down.
That's a gain of 8. Makes it 3rd and 6.
Now they'll set up to throw. They'll try to set up the screen here. They had the right play call. The screen goes for 15 and a 1st down.
These 3rd down conversions are just so important, Mike. Everybody stresses we want to possess the ball, give our offense as much opportunity to end as many drives as we can, scoring points. So if you want to stay on the field, you better be good on 3rd down.
So from the 39, they come up on 1st and 10. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
You can't fault the quarterback on this one, Mike. He really didn't even have much of an opportunity. By the time he hit the top of his drop and got his eyes downfield, the defense was all over him, and he really had no choice but to just get that ball out of his hand and live to play another snap.
And they bring him down, but not until he crosses midfield.
You know, Mike, I like everything about this play except the very end. You've already picked up good yardage. You've already picked up the 1st down. Now get down on the ground and protect yourself. There's no reason to take those shots.
And he'll be hauled down at about the 35-yard line.
They've done a nice job spreading the ball around. Make the defense have to account for as many different weapons as possible here early. But think back to our conversation with this coaching staff, Mike. They identified this guy as someone they needed to get involved early and often, so that might be his first target. I don't think it's going to be his last.
And he'll be taken down, and that's going to do it. That's the last play of the first quarter. They face second down and 7. They'll look to throw. His pass, caught. It's Chigokonkwo. He'll get about 6 before he's taken down.
That's a gain of 6.
Third and a yard.
Third and 1.
Trying to pick this one up on the ground. That's going to be pretty close. Looks like he's got it, and he does. First down.
First and 10 at the 25-yard line.
That is brought in at the 10. And he'll be taken down.
I love the way the ball's been moving around to different guys this drive, Mike. I mean, it really keeps the defense guessing and off balance. And now, this defense is going to have to figure out how to keep this offense out of the end zone because it's first and goal.
This drive has been methodical, but will they turn it into 6 points? It is first and goal. He slowed up quickly as he gets this down to the 6. Now here's second and goal.
Brings up second and goal.
They'll go with him again. Not a lot of room to work there. Well played by the defense. And they set themselves up for third and goal.
Brings up third and goal.
They'll throw out of the gun. That is incomplete, but there is a flag down. Big call here. It was third down. The field goal unit is out for the Titans. This about as short as you can get. His kick is good. And the Titans are on the board. It's 7-3.
Yeah, he does a nice job handling that kick there, but I think offensively, you come back to the sideline and you're thinking, we have to find a way to finish these drives. I mean, to be in first and goal and settle for 3, that can be very deflating for an offense settling for too many field goals.
Nice job by the return team as he takes it across the 30-yard line. The Buccaneers offense ready to take over possession of the football. The lead sits at 4. So they'll try to add on to that. This drive begins with first and 10. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up second and 5. That's Palmer, the man in motion. This one complete right side. He's to the 15. And he will score. Trey Palmer. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Point after, coming up here. It's up and through. And the Bucs extend their advantage to 14-3. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This will be returned from the 6. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. Out comes the Tennessee offense. They get set to see what they can do. They trail now 14-3, so an 11-point deficit as they start things out with first and 10. Back to throw here to begin the drive. And they'll mark him down just shy of the 40.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play, and it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest, and that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
No one open. He'll drop it to his running back. And he's down on the other side of midfield. Mark him at the 48-yard line. So they come to the line for first down and 10. A handoff as they try to run it here. And he surges forward for a gain of about 5. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. Back to the ground. He'll get it again. And this defense up to the task there. Gain of just 2, and it's 3rd down.
A gain of 2 on the play. Brings up 3rd and 4.
And that is incomplete.
And that sideline just cannot believe their guy did not come down with that play. I mean, that's as easy as it gets. I frankly don't blame him. I mean, that's a play at this level you just have to make. Your teammates are dependent on it.
Taking off, he'll try to get there. And this is not going to be enough. He is short of the marker. And they have turned it over on downs. The Buccaneers offense and their big play wideout getting set for their next possession. They built a nice lead for themselves here. They'll try to add to that, beginning with first down. Right away, they'll set up to throw.
A rare miss for a quarterback that we've seen really come out on fire throughout this entire contest. I mean, his completion percentage, Mike, is well above league average, and frankly, it's really the biggest reason why they find themselves out front.
And he's down on the other side of midfield. Mark him at the 48-yard line.
Just seems like every year, Mike, the tight end position just continues to grow within the passing game and establishes a bigger and bigger role. And listen, I know I'm biased, but if you want to have a good passing game, you better have a good tight end.
And a good run there. Going to get him 5 yards. They bring a tight end in motion left. Blitz coming. He'll throw it. Little short pass here. Caught by his tight end.
I wouldn't be surprised if some point here in the future, Mike, this quarterback drops back. It looks like the same old hitch route underneath, and they give a pump fake and go. You can lull a defense to sleep with a lot of these underneath quick game passes, and once you do, you can try to go for the big one. One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch.
That's catch 3 just on this drive, and it gets his team a first down.
We spent so much time talking about arm strength, and while that certainly has a place in the conversation, look at the touch of this ball, Mike. It's a deep corner route. This ball needs to have the right pace, the right trajectory to not only get it over the second-level defenders, but get that ball down into the hands of his target. He makes it look a lot easier than it actually is.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw yet again. Quick throw, taken in. He'll get about 6 before he's taken down. They'll throw here on 3rd and short yardage. And they're going to have enough to convert here. And it sets up 1st and goal. They'll look to throw again. That is caught back corner of the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa. The extra point is up and through. And the Buccaneers move out to a 21-3 advantage. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. Now return coming from the 7. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be second down. Now, faking the give. He gets this into the hands of Green. And he'll be taken down all the way up past the 45. And that ball incomplete over the middle.
I think the biggest issue and why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the ups and downs of this passing game. At sometimes, he's highly accurate and efficient, but at others, he just misses too many easy throws. Question is, are they going to be able to overcome this quarterback inconsistency and pull this game out?
Here's a third down and 4. That's going to be intercepted. And the Buccaneers are going to take over here up near the 40.
So anytime you're really sensing pass, Mike, the first thing you want to do, flood the field with defensive backs. Good things typically happen. I mean, that's a great call there by the defensive coordinator to counter that play, because no matter where that ball was going, they had someone in the neighborhood who had a shot of making the play and getting them off the field.
Now the Bucs will take their first timeout, and they'll stop it just over a minute remaining in this first half. A very quick throw there, but not on the same page with his target. That's incomplete. Back to the air again on 2nd and 10. To the right side here, pass is caught. And they'll work this close to a first down, maybe just a tad short. They'll try and throw for it on 3rd and 1. And the defense can't come up with a stop there. Gain of 7 and a first down. Back to the air one more time. This one complete to Palmer. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line. The Buccaneers forced to use their third and final timeout, and they stop it with 19 seconds to go in this opening half. So they move inside the 20, 1st and 10 at the 18. He'll look to throw. To the end zone there, but it is incomplete. They'll try again here, 2nd and 10. Back to throw. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete. The Bucs have the field goal unit on the field. It'll be a 35-yard attempt. This one is good. He knocks it through. And the Buccaneers going to tack on 3 more, extending the lead here late in the first half. Here comes the return from a yard or 2 deep. And he'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. 1st and 10. And they'll elect not to run another play. Instead, just take a knee and take this on into the locker room. Halftime here on this final weekend of the NFL regular season. As we'll get you down to Orlando now. That's where the coach is, Jonathan Coachman, and our EA Sports halftime report.
All right, Michael, we'll get back to you and Greg in just a little bit. For now, plenty of early action in the 1 o'clock Eastern window to get you caught up on. So let's get to it. We'll get things started in our nation's capital, Atlanta, in town to take on Washington. And it's the home team who are out in front. Former #1 overall pick Joe Burrow with a touchdown pass.
And instead, why don't we get right back to it as we'll get ready for the third quarter. This taken at the 5. Across the 20, they'll mark them down before the 25-yard line. And that's where the offense will take over. The Titans offense back onto the field as you take a look at the playoff race in the AFC. And this is where we stand. Final weekend of the regular season is upon us. And we'll know the brackets and the seedings for the postseason at the end of the night. And he finds a little bit of space. He'll take this forward for a gain of 4.
It's now 2nd and 6.
They'll turn and hand this one off. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one. 3rd and 6.
It's 3rd down and 6.
He'll drop to throw. He'll go right and find his running back. And it looks like he's going to have the first down. What great work after the catch to extend the drive. Connecting with his tight end, Okonkwo. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 41-yard line.
Now give on the ground. And he's going to be marked down short of the 45, short of the first down, and here comes 3rd down. Here's 3rd down and a few inches. They'll try to get this one on the ground. And he will have a Titans first down. At least at first glance, they'll spot the football just beyond the marker. They find a way to convert on 3rd and inches. From out of the gun, he'll throw. He's got his man on the in route. Yes, taken in over the middle. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35. Set to go now on 1st and 10. Quick hitting slant there. And he's close to another first down as he's brought down just shy of the marker. 2nd and a yard.
At the 23-yard line.
They'll run. He'll try the left side now. And they're going to bring him down. But there is a penalty marker on the field.
Offense.
They get the former first-rounder out of Northwestern, Peter Skoronski. On play action, he'll set up to throw. Got a man. Good job coming back for the ball on the completion. And he's going to be out of bounds, but they're going to mark him inside the 10-yard line. This has been some kind of march downfield. Now, can they pay it off with 6? It's 1st and goal. Under pressure, and now he's going to go down back at the 8-yard line.
Feels like they needed that sack this entire drive. It feels like the defense was really on their heels. The offense was taking it to them really however they wanted to. So to be able to take a deep breath now, disrupt the rhythm of the drive by getting that sack, that might go a long way now to allow them to get off the field.
Line of scrimmage, the 3. 3rd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he's so close to breaking the plane, but the official's going to come in and mark him short. So now it's 4th down. So instead of going for the first down, in comes the field goal unit. Bit of a surprise here. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Titans will cut into that lead.
It's always a little bit of a letdown, Mike. You find yourself deep in the red zone and you have to settle for a short field goal like that. In this case, he's able to put it through, and they get 3.
This one taken at the 7. And they'll bring him down just shy of the 30-yard line. The Bucs offense and their quarterback set to take the field once more. And we show you some of the highlights, and there have been plenty to choose from. 3 touchdown passes and some other big-time throws as well. To the ground, a first down run. And he works his way through an opening. Up past the 35. Nice run for 8 on that one. He'll come to the line now on 2nd and 2. Off the play fake. He'll look to throw. Going right sideline and complete. And he is out of bounds on the other side of midfield. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. That's Palmer, the man in motion. Off play action. He'll set up to throw. There's that man again. Another catch. And they'll move this ball way down into the red zone, inside the 20-yard line.
And if he's late with that throw, Mike, there's a really good chance a defender could have made a play on it. But he does a beautiful job. He puts the ball out in front of his shoulder, leads the receiver, and allows him to get upfield and pick up the first down.
In the red zone now, he'll drop to throw. He'll swing this one out wide to his running back. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple. Second down and 8. Here's a toss, right side. He is in. Touchdown, Buccaneers. 2 touchdowns for him in the game, and 60 on the year. Greg, nothing changed at halftime. They come right out to start this third quarter and pick up where they left off.
Well, I think this defensive coordinator is going to think back to his halftime speech, Mike, because whatever adjustments he thought they made, it obviously didn't resonate. What we saw happen in the first half, they picked right back up here to start the third quarter, and at this point, the offense has hit its stride, and they continue to pull away.
Personal foul, roughing the kicker, defense.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. The Titans offense starting to trot out for this next possession. They are in need of points in a big way as they set out on 1st and 10. He bought all the time he could, but he's going to be taken down as he couldn't get a throwaway.
If there's any silver lining for this drive, Mike, it's the fact that at least this sack occurred on an early down. So I guess technically they have a chance to claw themselves out of this hole, but that's the 3rd sack of the game. And this defense doesn't show any signs of slowing down.
His fullback releasing, and he's going to bring it in. He'll get about 6 before he's taken down. It is 3rd and 10. Now they'll set up to throw. Open man, left side, he's got it. A pickup of 15 in the air. That's good for a Titan first down.
And up until this point, we haven't seen a lot go their way, but here in the third quarter, they're starting to find some plays. They're starting to get some opportunities. Just got to ask yourself if it's too little, too late.
Now a run on first down. And he'll manage to get this ahead for a pickup of 5.
A gain of 5 brings
He'll get this out to the left flat, and he'll be taken down. The gain is 6, and it's a new set of downs. He picked up the first down.
First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
A handoff here, up the middle. Not much there, maybe a yard.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
So, 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Here's a 2nd and 9. They'll look to throw. They'll look to set up the screen here. Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down.
That's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 5.
And that is incomplete.
He does a fantastic job, Mike, of not only locating the ball in the air, but then attacking it hands on hands. That's exactly something they work on every week in practice. Great job translating those drills into a live game.
Open man, right side. He's got it. He's going to pick up a Titans first down. Well-designed play to pick up 16 and move the chains. He'll get this out wide. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down. They'll work now on 2nd and 4.
At the Buck 17-yard line.
They'll look to throw yet again. Quick throw here is complete. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 2.
Now a give up the middle. And he will have a Titans first down by about a yard. So they pick it up on 3rd and 2.
First and 10 at the 12-yard line.
On the ground they go. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Tennessee. Point after try forthcoming. The kick is good. And the Titans are able to edge a bit closer. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. This one taken at the 10. And this will work out quite well. He'll get it all the way out to the 30-yard line. The Buccaneers offense. Here's 1st and 10. They'll begin here on the ground. And a nice run. Get him about 9. It'll bring up 2nd down. Putting the tight end in motion. They'll run on 2nd down. And he's going to be stuck well behind the line of scrimmage. A play going absolutely nowhere.
The offense thinks that they can just kind of plow this one up there in the middle and keep the chains moving, but not on this defense. Not only do they not pick up the first down, but after suffering that loss, now they've got some decisions to make on 3rd down.
It'll be a pickup of 10. It's a first down for Tampa Bay.
It's a gain of 10.
Here's a case of an offense just piling on. You're really imposing your will on the defense. Everyone in the stadium knows you're going to run it. The defense knows it, you know it. And no matter what they do, they have no answers whatsoever.
The hole closes quickly. He'll pick up about 3. 2nd and 7. They send him right out of the slot. They run on the jet sweep. And he's going to have a first down. Good run down inside the 45-yard line.
This is just another creative wrinkle that they can add to their offense to help move the chains. They don't do a ton of sweeps throughout the course of the game, but they do just enough here and there to keep the defense guessing.
He'll struggle to get back to the line of scrimmage. Maybe gets a yard out of that one. It's 2nd down. That's Palmer, the man in motion. Now this time they'll look to throw. Right side and hauled in by McConkey. And they'll work this close to a first down, maybe just a tad short. They'll spread the formation here. Let's see what the call is on 3rd and inches. Throwing now from the gun. He's got the open man. That's McConkey. And he's in. Glad McConkey. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. The extra point is good. And the Bucs will open it up even further here in this 4th quarter. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This is fielded inside the 5. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. The Titans offense getting their final instructions before heading back onto the field. And from the 25, they'll go to work. 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He keeps it himself.
Initially, Mike, a really good job by the defense. Nowhere to go with the ball for this quarterback. He's forced to pull it down and turn into a runner. Little slow reaction, and he's able to actually pick up a pretty good gain.
Oh, and this one's going to wind up incomplete. That's one you'd think he'd be able to corral. He can't find the handle, and it's going to lead to a 3rd down. He'll look to throw. Rush comes. They're setting up the screen. And he puts his head down, and he picks up the first down.
Well, a little unconventional play call here. You don't traditionally see the screen game used on 3rd down at these shorter down and distances. But in this case, they catch the defense off guard, they timed it up well, and the back is able to convert and pick up the first down. It's rare to see an offense that finds themselves trailing and say, well, their quarterback's been actually one of their biggest bright spots. Usually that doesn't go hand in hand, so it's a little surprising to see him miss a throw like that on a day where he's completed passes at a highly efficient rate.
And they'll work this close to a first down, maybe just a tad short. They'll look to pick this up 3rd and a yard. Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. He will not be able to get to the end. They shut him down. Taken down behind the line. And it's 4th down. Back to throw. He'll try to run for it. And he's going to have a Titans first down. They managed to convert. That'll keep the drive alive. He'll drop to throw. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
That's a prototypical coverage sack. All 11 guys on the field doing their job. Starts with sound back-end coverage. Nowhere to go quick with the ball. The quarterback has no chance but to extend the play. Look for something late developing downfield. That was all the time this front needed to chase him down and bring him down for a sack.
He's going to go down yet again. He has been under fire all game long.
If they win this game, this pass rush is going to be a big reason why. The 5 sacks speak for itself, but their ability to disrupt the timing of this offense, that can't be overstated.
Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long. And they're going to get him once again. He's under siege. That is 3 in a row. Now or never, they'll throw on 4th down. And that is not going to work. Incomplete, and they turn it over on downs. They motion the slot man left. Right away, they'll try a jet sweep. And this is going to be a touchdown. They are going to extend the lead here in the final minute of play. The extra point, up and good. And the Buccaneers will add one more onto their big lead. So the kickoff team out there one final time in the final minute as they kick it away. Now, here comes a return from the 9. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Titans offense make their way out to take over once more. Things not looking good. But see if they get the turnaround going here. They'll start this drive with 1st down. 2nd down and 3.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
Off-balance throw. It's complete. So from the 39, they come up on 1st and 10.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Quickly to the outside and complete.
Certainly not the biggest play of the day, but a good example of picking up positive yardage, staying ahead of the chains by a well-timed ball and a well-timed route.
And this offensive line just has no answers right now. It's another sack. Throwing now on 3rd and long. That is incomplete. Here we go. They're down to what could be their final play. It's 4th down. This one fielded out beyond the 25. And how about that? Nice return there, picking his way up past the 35-yard line.